Can you believe it? In this game world, the grand finale prize of the event is actually a PK with the extraordinarily powerful Fairy Queen, and this PK has nothing to do with winning or losing. As long as Jack can experience a battle with her in person, he'll gain a part of her power as an inheritance. The Queen then added with a mischievous grin, if Jack somehow manages to luck out and win, the benefits he'll get will be beyond imagination. These words instantly ignited everyone's enthusiasm. Even the game operator was hiding in the shadows, watching quietly, hoping that this showdown would bring the event to its climax. Facing the enigmatic power of the Elf Queen, Jack knew he had no chance of winning. The Queen was skilled in various earth-shattering high-temperature burst spells, so powerful that ordinary players couldn't even get close. However, Jack wasn't completely without a chance. He carefully considered his advantages. Jack understood that the longer the battle lasted, the more disadvantageous it would be for him. He had to finish it quickly, using the most unorthodox tactics to catch the Queen off guard. The battle horn sounded. Jack quickly slid away to create distance, then drew his bow and shot an arrow with only 7/10 of its power. The Queen easily deflected it with a wind blade and followed up with her more powerful flame lance. Facing the fierce flames, Jack showed astonishing reflexes. He dodged while looking for an opportunity and shot an arrow directly at the magic when the moment came. The arrow precisely pierced the core of the flame lance, and the powerful impact hit the Queen's shoulder, causing a stir among the audience. The Queen steadied herself and immediately realized that long-range combat was unfavorable to her. She activated Wind Rush to close the distance, but she never expected that Jack was waiting for this moment. As the Queen charged, Jack pulled out a mysterious potion. The Queen, thinking it was a buff item, immediately cast Shock to interrupt him, but Jack had anticipated this and easily dodged the attack, successfully throwing the potion. In the next second, the Queen realized in horror that this wasn't a buff potion at all, but a deadly poison extracted from the choking grass. Taking advantage of the Queen's moment of defense against the toxic fog, Jack threw several more potions. The thick toxic fog instantly spread, and within it, the Queen, who relied on incantations to cast spells, could no longer use magic. She regretfully admitted that she had made a mistake by not restricting the use of items in advance. And Jack calmly revealed the core of his strategy. Humans are inherently weak, so they must think of ways to defeat the strong with their weakness. The Queen, cornered, immediately activated Earth Wall, and a huge stone wall rose from the ground, completely blocking the view. The audience all thought that Jack couldn't attack now. However, this was exactly Jack's plan. He immediately activated his stealth skill. The Queen thought that Jack might be waiting for the time limit of the Earth Wall to run out before attacking. Since she couldn't sense Jack's presence at all, she decided to take the initiative. Just as she was thinking, Jack seized the moment when she was distracted. Such a blatant mistake. Queen, Jack emerged from a blind spot, bound the Queen with his whip, and kept flicking the whip to throw her off balance. Then he delivered a sliding impact and knocked her down in an instant. There was only one chance, and Jack went all out, activating his ultimate skill, a rain of arrows. Countless arrows rained down like a storm. Mirror arrow, double fong arrow, spiral arrow, a smooth and fluid combo, combined with flight and wind acceleration, delivered an astonishing 13-hit combo. The Queen had no chance to fight back under the storm of attacks and was eventually shattered in a spectacular manner. The entire arena was in an uproar, and Jack, looking at the exaggerated scene before him, had only one thought: I messed up. I made a big show of myself in front of so many people. I need to get out of here fast. Although the Queen was defeated, she was convinced and admitted that she was too arrogant. She began to award Jack an epic reward. She asked Jack to take out the Elven Contract Crystal and the so-called base of the Ring of the Elf King. The Queen took the ring, infused her power into it, and the sixth light spot lit up as well. Then, in the gaze of the entire audience, the Queen made a surprising move. She grabbed Jack's left hand and used a forced magic to directly put this unique ring on his ring finger. Jack was stunned on the spot. What was the difference between this and a proposal? He tried desperately to take it off, but the system prompted equipment cannot be removed. The Queen, on the other hand, wore a mischievous smile and teleported back to her country. This earth-shattering battle and the post-match interaction that was like a couple's comedy made Jack famous overnight. The video of his battle with the Queen was posted on the official website, and countless players began to follow his lead in learning archery and wind magic. To avoid his fans, Jack had to play the game in secret, but he never expected that the ring had become the Queen's exclusive teleportation point. From then on, the Queen came to visit him every few days, claiming to send love, but in reality, she was complaining about being bored as the Queen and wanted to let loose. Jack's peaceful gaming life was gone forever. Wherever he went, people would point and say, "Look, it's the husband of the Elf Queen." That day, Jack decided to test the new skill that came with the ring the Queen gave him. This magic, named Prism Nova, had a very long incantation. Its effect was to randomly put enemies within the range into various abnormal states, such as petrification and paralysis. Although powerful, it had an extremely long cooldown and was a trump card that couldn't be used lightly. While Jack was enjoying enjoying his leisure time making food, a guy named Neza came to his door, still acting high and mighty. He claimed to be a member of the Apollo's Bow Guild, whose mission was to save bullied archers, and kindly offered Jack a position as the youngest member of the guild. Facing this sudden sense of superiority, Jack refused without hesitation. After feeding the queen a lot of delicious food, she was finally sent away by Jack. Jack went to the blacksmith's to upgrade all his equipment. First, he replaced the body of his hunting bow with better wood and used light metal for the joints, significantly improving its performance. Then, he began to modify his signature foot blades. He reinforced the shoe body with light metal and crafted the shoe spikes with steel and twisting techniques, greatly enhancing stability and attack power. The most crucial part was that he moved the blade to the toe area, which was easier to maintain, creating a perfect weapon with a blade for kicking and spikes for stomping. The ultimate toothed foot blade was thus born. The onlookers were all stunned and enthusiastically applauded. The next day, Jack received the bearskin cloak he had commissioned, which received a 9-star rating and had astonishing attributes. Just as he was satisfied, he suddenly received an email from the president of the Apollo's Bow Guild, Iane. Iane, along with the guild officers, solemnly apologized to Jack for Neza's previous impolite behavior. It turned out that Neza not only harassed Jack but also fraudulently used Jack's name to recruit other players into the guild. Upon learning this, Iane immediately demoted Neza to a regular member and froze his recruitment rights. Her handling was extremely decisive. She expressed that Jack's battle against the queen had become the hope of all archers and sincerely looked forward to his future performance. However, the game operator had already marked Jack as a key observation target, and a larger storm seemed to be brewing quietly. More exciting content will be updated for you later. Stay tuned!